Modern romance manga straddles the fragile line between shoujo melodrama and shonen accessibility. Traditional standouts like Blue Box, You and I Are Polar Opposites, and Kubo Won't Let Me Be Invisible have settled in the mainstream fanbase and solidified themselves in the pantheon of great romance manga. Marriage Toxin and Kanen-sama is Easy as Hell are ongoing series that put a twist on basic romance tropes, while Yamada-kun and Skippin' Loafer prove that you can stick to the norm so long as you tell a strong story with engaging artwork. Mikane and the Sea Woman by Aoko Kazaki is a promising new romance manga that can be read in the Manga Plus app. The premise is very simple. A young boy named Mikane has always considered other people's comfort before his own. Moving from a small island to Tokyo, he lives with his mom and assimilates to the fast-paced lifestyle really easily. However, he moves back to his small island to live with his fisherman father, and even though he's fine with everyone and everything around him, he can't help but feel lonely and down. One day while hanging by the beach, he comes across a trail of blood leading around some rocks. There he finds a stunningly beautiful woman ashore with blood pooling from her foot. Mikani quickly scoops her up and takes her to his home for aid. There, he finds out that the beauty already healed from her wound, but she's drying out very quickly and doesn't seem to be quite human. Mikane dunks the woman into his bathtub, and after adding some salt to the bath water, Oni-san, as she refers herself to, transforms into her true being. A sort of sea slug, mermaid, something, and Oni-san swears Makane to secrecy over what he had just seen. The pace of Sea Woman is brisk, but I don't feel that the premise or the characters who have been introduced so far have been rushed. I have to say, the art definitely stands out the most. I've often been a critic of boring, empty comic panels that focus on character close-ups and dialogue. It feels like a cop-out and not something that I like seeing within the first 20 or so chapters. Here, it's used excessively, but successfully. Kazaki seems to be inspired by 70s mangaka. Osamu Tezuka has a distinct style when it comes to faces and anatomy, but he would occasionally break form when drawing a luscious eyegasm of a page, and I see a very similar technique used by Kazaki. The reader and the characters in world are all stunned whenever Oni-san is on screen. She isn't even drawn lewdly so much as she's drawn elegantly. Bits of her personality shine through when she's doing something as simple as eating food. Her face squishes and her cheeks puff, her lips curl, and she doesn't hesitate to offer physical comfort to Mikani. Kazaki illustrates all of these motions so well. At one point, Oni-san mentions that mermaids have an intimate connection with food, which I'm sure will be a very prophetic panel for later on. This scene reads like a sassy, character-defining moment, one that you don't often see in the early chapters of modern romance manga. The supporting cast are also significant to the plot. Yuko is the requisite third wheel, but offers a great counterpoint to Oni-san and Mikani. She ups the melodrama whenever she's on screen, but I do feel that she will be relevant to the core plot as we go on. The tone is still too early to judge for this manga, but I really appreciate the budding romances and seeing how Oni-san responds to it all. It's a new experience for the kids, but one Oni-san herself seems to be quite familiar with. Yeah, check out this manga. It's a fun, light, engaging read. I'm looking forward to seeing how it develops.